So welcome to NADA 2024 with Orbee, and I'm happy to introduce Sleiman Serhan of Inmar Intelligence, one of our newer integrations that we're super excited about. And so I was hoping that, Sleiman, you could introduce Inmar to people who don't really know. Huge company, massive technological and data analysis capabilities, and then also get into how you got into automotive, and then, what you're excited about NADA this year for.
Yeah, first of all, glad to be here, Jamie, with you. I'll go ahead and give you a brief background on Inmar.
Yep.
Inmar, in a nutshell, is the largest consumer data backend for the grocery and retail space in the U.S. We have been operating for the last 43 years, developing best-in-class infrastructure in the incentives and coupon business. And so from that, we read through over 4 billion customer transaction records per year.
Wow.
Integrated with over 40,000 plus point of sale systems in the United States.
So this is like your stuff, like your typical sort of retailers that you go into the store and then that point of sale.
Exactly.
Got it.
And so we understand consumers like no one else does because we have access to 150 million consumers in the United States. Inmar has been sitting as a middleman between the retailers and the CPGs. And so we saw a similar dynamic in the automotive industry between dealerships and OEMs.
Okay.
So for the last 5 years, we've really been developing our solution behind the scenes with one of the most prominent dealer groups on the East Coast.
Okay.
And we basically specialize in the automotive space in activating data so that we can help our dealership friends, partners, make smarter decisions, increase customer retention and loyalty.
Love it, love it. Is there anything you're looking forward to specifically this year at NADA? Anything that you're announcing besides,
Our integration?
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm excited about. I'm really excited.
We are too.
Very excited about our integration with Orbee. I think there's a lot of fantastic things to come.
The next thing I wanted to kind of get into with you is obviously super impressive what you guys do on the data science side of things, right? You guys get super deep, and I know that you can get very deep as well. We've been on a lot of calls together, and it's very impressive. But could you give people just kind of a peek into that and what the process looks like, how you guys do kind of like your modeling, your scoring, and all that good stuff? We love that.
Yeah, definitely, and we're very excited about that. That's really what we're all about. Inmar has, understands how to read large amounts of data. But more importantly, we've been developing, that core competency of taking and activating that data. So what does activating that data mean? We try to shy away from, all the buzzwords that, a lot of people are talking about, especially now. In terms of like AI, no, we focus on machine learning and, enhanced statistical models, developing algorithms. And so the steps that we follow are pretty straightforward. We aggregate that data, clean it, mine it. We score each customer record. We score it based on their propensity to spend. And then we also score them on how likely are they to come back to the dealership.
Got it.
Once we score them, that's the segmentation piece. Then we move on to the offer optimization or offer matching. What that means is that we take every record of customer that's scored, and then we assign to them an offer that would, on one hand, optimize or maximize their ability to come back to the dealership, and on the other hand, help dealerships save money in terms of out-of-pocket costs.
Yes.
On the incentives that are redeemed.
Yeah. So this is probably, as a former dealer myself, anytime I can invest less and get more back, that's great.
Exactly. And that's what we're all about. We're about efficient media spend, especially now. Times are a little bit hard on the consumer. On businesses are faced with a lot of headwinds. Yeah. And we're all about efficient media optimization. Yes, we want to drive incrementality and conversions and maximize revenue. But at the same time, we have to keep an eye out on the bottom line because we want to make sure that we do it in an efficient way and save money for our business.
Yes, and that's where I think, Orbee and Inmar have so much in common. For us, it's like all about efficiencies of spend when it comes to advertising. It's getting smarter right?
Exactly.
And like you talk about segmentation and being able to activate certain creatives, so you're not just shotgunning stuff and praying, you know?
Exactly.
So you get smarter results that way. What was it with Orbee that you guys saw as being an attractive partner?
Yeah, I mean, listen, what's not to like?
I like it.
By integrating really our algorithms with Orbee, our algorithms are rich in dealership features and consumer behavior patterns.
Mm-hmm.
And with Orbee's robust platform, we know that we can revolutionize the way dealerships interact with and engage with their customers, because we're all about generating actionable insights from that dealership data. Dealers are sitting on large amounts of data, and Orbee really understands how to aggregate that data. And this is where we come in. We understand how to go and activate that data so that we can drive incremental returns, impact their top line and their bottom line.
As we get things going, right, between Inmar and Orbee, and we're starting ingesting data, we're doing all these awesome things, what do you think our mutual clients can sort of expect to see, maybe in the early goings, but also, like, I'm curious to hear from your perspective, what you see is like the ultimate version of our partnership between Inmar and Orbee?
Definitely. I mean, listen, this is the first step. We're just getting started. I think, it's important to make sure that we understand the voice of the customer, the voice of the dealership, and work closely with Orbee to develop tailored solutions for each dealership. Each dealership has a different business model, works in a different environment, different states, has a different culture. And so, with our approach to analytics, we really can adopt a very tailored solution in each step of the campaign process, from segmentation to offer matching to media assignment and messaging and creative permutations, so that we help those dealerships improve their customer retention and their loyalty. And we're very excited about that. This is just the start.
Yep, invest less, get more.
Exactly.
That's my takeaway with Inmar. So, Sleiman, really appreciate you. Love that you stopped by. Great to meet you in person, and we look forward to 2024 with you.
Very excited.